Hard luck, Dave. You did start both sessions really well. What do you take from that?
Yeah, obviously yesterday I made a couple of just half-average safety shots and a bad miss on a black, and got severely punished for it. 6-3 down. I could have easily been the other way really, but just haven't played enough, so I was a bit rusty yesterday. And obviously Ronnie scored so quickly, but I was well up for it today, and I battled my nuts off. I got enough to feel bad about. 10-5 sounds like a drubbing, but I don't think it was a drubbing at all. There was a few huge moments that they just 1-0 against me, and obviously Ronnie's Ronnie. While these qualifiers were calling Ronnie out, trying to make a name for themselves. I have no idea, lunacy.
Yeah, you were quite honest, and you were saying, I don't want to play him. And now you have.
I do want to play him, just in the last 16 quarters, semi or final. It's the worst draw possible. I don't understand any of that malarkey.
Yeah. Do you think now you've played him, he can go on to win this title here?
I think, well, he obviously scores so well. There's better players than me out there with. My long game was non-existent. That's probably where I really suffered. Using my long game's good, and everyone I went for, I fancied. I just butchered everyone. But obviously he's got a huge chance. He seems like his head's on. There's a couple of times where I thought he looked irritated and might play a loose shot on that, but he seemed to settle himself, and his safeties, people don't realise how good his safeties is. It's just so tough to constantly play.
You did lots of hard work in quite a few of those frames. You take that as a positive?
Yeah, no, I haven't enjoyed playing for quite some time, to be honest with you. I had a big break whenever I last played the European Masters or something. I literally never picked up my cue, so I bought the snooker club in the Swaddling Coat Potters and put a star table in there literally 2 weeks ago and got my head down for the qualifiers. I've really enjoyed playing again. It's quite sad that the season's over, because I feel like I fancy playing again now. So yeah, hey, listen, I've got no complaints. I tried my hardest, definitely.
Well, that's a positive that you enjoyed it. It's like what Mark Selby said the other day. He was just happy actually to come here and win or lose. The fact that he enjoyed playing again was good. That's same for you.
Yeah, well, I definitely don't enjoy losing. I feel quite, even though I can't be too irritated and that. I want to win. That's in our makeup to win. I haven't won, so it's no good to me. But I'll be over it within 2 minutes of walking out of here.
So is it back to the snooker club now and putting all your focus into that over the summer?
Yeah, there's lots of painting and decorating to do and things like that. I've not had a beer in there yet, so I might go and buy everybody a beer and get a good session going, and then I'm going to go on holiday with my family.
You've got an offer on, haven't you? 4 for £10 on
Yeah, you're coming down. You're all welcome. We've got a big offer on midweek specials, all that. Get to Potter's Swaddling Coat.
Great stuff. Thank you. We'll have a good summer.
Thanks. August?
Dave,
Okay, mate.
now, you started both sessions better than him, but what do you think that went wrong after the first 3 frames yesterday and the first 2 frames today?
Well, I was obviously 3-0 up and playing, it felt great. I think he played a long red, didn't he, off my break. I made 100, but it's just so hard playing Ronnie, There was a few shots in there where I'm down on my shot, you got the crowd shouting out, Whether that's my fault or their fault, it definitely affected me, and one of them was probably my fault for not being focused enough, but you don't realise how hard it is against a player that just never seems to mess up when he's in the balls. If I'd have had, I don't want to take anything away from anybody, but there's no way I'm losing 10-5 to most people in the draw there.
Yes, absolutely. And there was a time that you were right back in it, and he flipped that yellow.
Yeah, massive.
What went through your mind?
Wow, cheers. You don't want to know. I thought, I grafted my absolute nuts off, and it could have easily been 7-6, and maybe it's a different game, but I still come out to fight at the end. But the last 2 frames, I was just basically snookered every shot. It's not just his potting and his break building. His safety is incredible, and he just didn't let up. He looked like he was getting irritated a couple of times. Whether he was, I have no idea. But he didn't put in a sloppy shot.
Yeah,